Good morning, guys and gals, and all your pals. It's Eric with His and Hers HHQ. Just a real quick update. We've got some exciting events coming up September 22nd through the 24th. It's Hogs and Frogs Fest right here in Waynesville, Missouri. It's in Pulaski County, Missouri. If you're getting your kicks on old Route 66, you enjoy those classic cars, those hot bikes, those vintage women. Be sure to stop in and check it out. Mark your calendars, September 22nd through the 24th. You have the Mrs. Croker pinup contest. And be sure you stop in the park. There is a wonderful tattoo artist looking for other artists to come in and, well, give you some ink. Be sure you stop in and check it out. Again, mark your calendars. This has definitely been a success. We had it last year, and the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Club put it on, and they are definitely a great group of guys and gals. You need to stop in, meet them. There's fantastic people. Definitely a way to thank a vet. And of course, you have all the great music, the great cars, the fantastic food, and of course, all the awesome bikes. So be sure to stop in, getting your kicks on old Route 66. Be sure you stop in. As you're heading into the park, you can stop at the downtown service station. Great family location. They've got snacks and drinks and definitely all the gas your car can guzzle. So go ahead and stop on in and visit everybody, and you never know, you might meet me down in the park. Again, that's Hogs and Frogs Fest coming up here in September 22nd through the 24th. Mark your calendars. On to the video here. We are going to really quick go through the hobby room. As most of you all know, this here is an actual hobby room. In other words, I actually have a room I can do my hobby in. It's, well, by no means is it complete, but we are stepping up away from the desk. This is the bench. I've got a lot going on here. Still sorting things out, but I am getting ready to get building. I've got 3 group builds to do. And for that Hogs and Frogs Fest, I do plan on doing a motorcycle for the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Club to auction off. So, real quick here. This here is the bench. I know it's not a whole lot. It's, well, I'm not going to say cheap. It's an old government issue metal desk with a faux wood top. And of course, that vintage, well, military chair right there. The stuff that, the kind of chair that ensures your bottom is never right again. We have our door here, and I did put a lot of my stuff up on the wall. My brother got me this hat here, and my sister-in-law got me that hat over there. It's a Top Gun hat. This here is my movie collection of Hot Wheels. That blank spot is because I know there's a Back to the Future 3 car out there, and I need to find it. So I've got Back to the Future 2, Back to the Future 1, a James Bond flick, and of course, one of my favorite classic sci-fis, Close Encounter of the Third Kind. And then, of course, one of my favorite TV shows from when I was growing up. And then just a couple of oddball Star Wars and serial cars. My wall over here, I've got that space there just in case I decide I want to put up one of those metal signs, kind of like a Ford or Dodge. You notice I ain't saying Chevy? Not because I have anything against Chevy, I just happen to be a Ford man. My 2-pack of Ghostbusters Ecto 1 and Ecto 1A. Those are previously built kits that now have spare parts. A bunch of other junk I picked up and need to sort. I don't know where I got that Corvette from, but I've got that Corvette. So now I've got to decide what I want to do with that. But anyway, as we move on back, of course, we have the poster on the wall, the shelf, the creatures of the road, hi Mom, and a lot more of my stash. Most of the stash you've actually seen. That Corvette and that 39 Chevy were both surprises. I didn't realize I had them. And they're actually all the parts are there in the boxes. I've actually got a Snap Camaro right there. I don't know how I feel about that. So far, I've checked all the parts and everything is there. But there's the Coca-Cola steak bed truck. What we have here, of course, I introduced you to that kit in the last video. This Bronco is almost done. It's going to be finished on another live stream on TikTok. That was the holiday build I did. The Christmas Nutcracker. All of these here are all, well, in this case, unfinished, and that is a kit bash of the 72 Sport Custom and the 71, I want to say it was, or the 70, maybe. Anyway, that is going to be a Ford version of that. Is what I'm working on. The 65 utility, that's what it was. The 65 utility truck in the back there. Of course, there's the Chevy rescue van that became the Creeper. That is now full of spare decal sheets and, of course, former instruction booklets. Like I said, I've got a whole lot here that I still have to sort, go through, and make room. I call this my Glamour Shots booth for the models. I may be getting rid of this here before too long. Changing it out for something new. Same with that table, because it just takes up a whole lot of space. But I've got my one 3D printer right there. I still have to unbox it and assemble it with 2 boxes of the plastic core, whatever it is, the spools of plastic, and an extra memory stick, maybe? I don't know. My kids got it for me to set up. That's one of those kind of 3D printers. I want to get one of the Anycubic and get them set up side by side. I have my own little bulletin board where I have started putting everybody's shop cards. Of course, there's Andy's. Get that in the mail when you order something from Andy's hobby headquarters. That was a lovely thank you from Mr. and Mrs. STS Scale Model Decals. But of course, everybody knows round 2, autoworldstore.com. The downtown service station, radio controlled racing company. I've talked all about these guys in previous videos. Now remember, this is that closet. I told you I had all of my bigger stuff on the inside of it. Well, there's all of my bigger stuff. Obviously it's all aircraft. What I have planned here, that I'm going to do the KC-135 Stratotanker eventually. The other one, I'm going to turn it into the AWACS. Now, I may go with the US AWACS, but everybody is like all gaga over the NATO OTAN, so I may do that one. Then, of course, the NKC-135, the Laser Lab. I would love to get the 747 version of the Laser Labs now. However, all of those right there, those 3 C-135s, as it were, over here, that big brown box is the civilian version, the 707. My goal is to kind of turn that into President Reagan's Air Force One. But, of course, the rest of this stash here is a lot of them you've already seen in previous videos. Again, I have a lot of aircraft. I love my aircraft. Of course, the bulldozer down there. HPI guys did a really good buildup of that a few years back, but I got special plans for that, so I'm going to get to it eventually. It will be a build video. And then, of course, we have all of these over here in down here. And of course, I have to do all the rearranging and arranging and rearranging of all the built kits and the loose Hot Wheels that I have. But otherwise, this is the shop. For better or for worse, this is the HHQ. And of course, we have what's going on. I'm really going to be helping to push that Hogs and Frogs Fest. It was a phenomenal turnout last year, and it was the first time they did it, but it was such a big enough success for this area that they decided to make it an annual thing. So I am going to do my part to help out my brothers and sisters in arms with the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Club. I'm going to help out my friends, my local businesses, the downtown service station, my good friend Inked Mama, who has figured out how to incorporate glitter in tattoos. I may actually hit her up for one of those, and just to do something like a glittery balloon. But not that I'm big on tattoos or anything like that. Not at all. Not me. But anyway. And yes, our little helper right here. He still doesn't have a name, but I do have a poll up under the community tab on my channel. So be sure you get on over there and vote for your favorite name. The top 5 names are there. It's Marco, Paco, Ernie, Polly Pete, and Styrene Steve. So get on over there. Be sure you check it out. Well, vote to your heart's content, or at least the one time you can. Don't forget to like and check it out. And as always, I'm Eric with His&Hers HHQ. If you haven't yet, head on over to Facebook and follow us at His&Hers Hobby Headquarters. Take a moment, like, subscribe, share the content, share the love of scale model building. It truly is a medium limited only by your imagination. You build for you. And as always, take a moment, comment below. It may be 5 minutes, it may be a few days, but I do try to be as interactive as possible. I really do appreciate all the support. This here is a phenomenal community, and I am absolutely honored to be a part of it. Thank you all my old subscribers and new. I really got to say thank you. You all are a fantastic bunch, and I very much appreciate it. And I need to apologize for the wobbliness because, well, I'm holding the camera and I'm off my meds. I'm Eric. Have a good day.